I made a slight miscalculation. I'm actually going to make this the last video before I go to work. So I want to talk about a few things because I'm in Charlottesville and this is the city where racist was built. Okay, it wasn't really like that, but racism has always been here. It's just been one of those unspoken things that people just didn't want to talk about because a bunch of cowards live here and no one's been brave enough to say anything until Miss Hare was hit by a car by a white supremacist kid from Tennessee who should have just stayed the fuck at home. And now he's going to have the trial of a lifetime for what little bit of lifetime he has left because he's 21. He threw his whole fucking life away because he hates black people. That's a real stupid move. So I want to talk about these groups. We got the alt-right movement. We got white supremacy. We got Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, and every other life matters under the damn sun group popping up out of the blue. Alright? Now some of these groups have terrorist members in them. Let's not dispute that because the truth be told, there are bad guys in every single ethnicity in existence. There are bad black people, there are bad white people, there are bad Asian people. Alright? I'm saying it that way because technically, if you're Spanish, like from Mexico, and you come from the Mayans, Incans, or Aztec tribes, your ass is Native Americans, and all Native American tribes originated in Africa. Alright? So when people say you're Indians and you're the ones with the feathers, not the dots, and even the dots now have been declared as Asians, so your ass is Asian, so get over that shit. Fucked me up too. So, kind of was like a dream come true because people always told me I think I was Chinese anyway. But anyway, moving on. These groups that have popped up, and I'm not a member of any of them. I don't give a damn what color your skin is. Your life is important, and you should not throw it away for any reason whatsoever. As a vet, I done gone through some shit. So, you can take what I say with a grain of salt, or you can take me deadly fucking serious. A lot of these white lives, black lives, and every other life matter groups are part of the problem. And I say it that way because other people don't have the balls to say it. I say it that way because none of these groups actually sit down and weed out the people in the group that's just there because they want to punch somebody in the face. And that's the truth right there. They don't sit there and have a collective thought. Why are you in this group? Of course, no one's going to be honest. Oh, I'm here to punch a white man in the face. I'm here to punch a black man in the face. I'm here to punch an Asian in the face. Nobody in that group's that damn honest. Nobody. When the guy you sitting next to is probably just looking at you wondering, alright, I have blonde hair and blue eyes, and you have black hair and black eyes, but you're a solid white person. So you could be from Greece, or you could be from New York, you could be Italian, which technically is still Greece. You can be a Greek or a Sicilian, but you're still white. So I'm not really worried about you. But that tan white guy from California with tan skin, blue eyes, and sandy blonde hair, he might be a mixed dude. The fact that he's from California might not have nothing to do with him being mixed. It's just that the sun is brighter there, so he's probably getting a whole bunch of sun, which makes him as dark as me. And he's thinking, that guy might be one of them Semites. We might have to take him out back and snuff his shit. And then you got people in the group, Black Lives Matter, it's the same exact way. It's like, well, this motherfucker, his skin is exceptionally light, so we might have to take his ass out because he might secretly be a white man waiting to betray all of us to the white people. And then there's the guys in the Asian group that might look like me and be like, yeah, this dude's got brown skin, his eyes aren't as slanted as ours. We may have to take this motherfucker out back and declare shenanigans and start beating with broomsticks and shovels and shit, just in case he's gonna betray us. Now I say it that way because when I was in grade school, and I told you guys this before about the race war rolling around, and when the black guys wouldn't let me be on their side, and the white guys wouldn't let me be on their side because I'm not a real nigger, I'm a half nigger, and those things haven't left me in 40 some odd damn years, but I remember those things, and when I found out I was part Native American, it got even worse because it's like, none of my black friends ever wanted to play with me after they seen my mama. None of my white friends wanted to play with me after they seen my mama. And they're like, yeah, we're not sure what the fuck you are, buddy. So we don't trust your kind. And then you have all these groups, but you don't have any of them actually getting into a room like the UN building, because the UN has multicultural countries in there, and some of them have to have translators to speak so that we understand what they're saying. And no one sits there and says, okay, so what's your problem with white people? What's your problem with black people? What's your problem with Asian people? We don't have none of that. And no one's brave enough to just come in a place unarmed and sit there and talk like adults. So, not to sound like a hypocrite, because I do not support Donald Trump's ass. He made a specific point when he said that there's bad guys on both sides. He didn't say it that way. He just said both sides, both sides. But he's half right. But what he should have said was, all right, there are bad people, and all the groups that showed up here that got mishired, killed, and the two state police whose copter went down. I don't know the relevance of that, but I didn't want to not mention them because their job is to serve and protect. Next to being a soldier in the military, being a soldier in the front lines in country are police and firemen, and their jobs are just as important, if not more important, because they have to handle the mayhem that's right here every day. Where guys like me, who was infantry, y'all send us over there to do our job. I'm gonna leave it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there because everybody who's signed up for infantry, they know what the fuck I'm talking about because they pound that shit in our head in our sleep. So you know your deal when you sight down on your firearm and you sitting there and you clearing a room. You know that there's a chance that we're not coming home. All right, there's always that chance. And I want to point that out. So salute your soldiers, man, and respect your police officers. Be compliant, even if the police officers are a jerk. Just be compliant. But dead skin on my lip. I really gotta buy some chapstick. Sorry, there's a lot of dead skin on my lip. The problem with these groups are that no one's man or woman enough to everybody get together in one collective area, like they could use Sky Stadium. Let's all sit down and have a talk about what we don't like about people. Well, here's the thing. What you don't like about people, and I'm going to say this because no one else has the balls to say it. If you're hating people for the skin that they're in, you're a dumbass. Because here's the problem. When you come from wherever we are created at before we have bodies, you don't get a choice of that. You don't get to say, hey, God, I want to be a white man. I want to be a white man and I want to be rich. God might look at you and go, okay, watch this, motherfucker. I'm going to make you a white man and the son of trailer trash. And that way you've learned your lesson not to judge people and not to want to be filthy fucking rich. Because some people just aren't in God's favor. I happen to be one of those people, which is why I can say that, when you earn God's favor, things may be a little bit different. But when you try to demand the Creator, yeah, hey, God, when I go down there, I want to be a fucking Native American. I want to be the chief of the motherfucking tribe. I want to have all this goddamn responsibility. I want to be the baddest motherfucker there is, and I want all the power I can muster. And God goes, okay, motherfucker, I'll give you half of that. Boom! I made you a Native American lady. Boom. Now the only power you have is the power of fucking creation. So sleep with people wisely, because you never know. You can sleep and have babies with whoever you want. I gave you the power that you wanted, because the most powerful being on the planet is a woman. And the reason why I say that, because it's the fucking truth. In the end, when it comes down to it, we all, as men, want sex from women most of the time. Women have the power to create babies, but to not create babies, which means without women, the human population dies. So you have to be careful. If I can see this conversation with me and God right now. Hey God, when I get my second chance at life, I want to be the most beloved thing on the planet. So God will look at me and be like, okay, so you either want to be pussy or you want to be a chicken. Let's weigh that out. You want to be a pussy, which means you're going to be attached to a woman, and every man that's straight's going to love you. and the woman that you're attached to hopefully will love you enough to keep your ass clean, or you're gonna be a chicken. Because those two things kind of go hand in hand. We men, unless you're a fucking vegan, we really love fried chicken. That's an option. We men, unless you're living an alternative lifestyle, no offense to transgender and gay people, we really love pussy. So, you can be a pussy and have it licked all the time until you're sore, or be a chicken. Now, nowhere did God say you were going to be a man and get the pussy. You just said you're going to be a pussy. So when it comes down to these groups like White Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, alt-right movement, you know, are y'all going to be men or y'all going to be pussies? Are you going to be a chicken or are you going to be a pussy? Because honestly, if everybody who led the group weeded all the bad people out of the group, Mrs. Hater would probably still be alive if that jackass from Tennessee didn't just decide, hey, I'm going to plow through all these goddamn black people and kill the one white lady in the group. Damage a lot of black people, fuck up my car, and now I've thrown away my life. So I'm saying to you guys, honestly, the one reason why everyone hates each other in all these groups is the one thing that no one can fucking change. You can't change your skin color. I can't change my skin color. Now, if you got enough money, you might be able to get this light. If you have more money, you might be able to get Michael Jackson white. But the problem is, you're still going to be a person of color. And if you want to be black and you're white, you can go to as many tanning booths as you can. You have the risk of skin cancer. You have the risk of other white people totally dissing you and trying to stab you and lynch you, which doesn't seem like that's a good idea from where I stand, because as a person of color, I have to worry about being lynched all the fucking time, and then I have to worry about having people scream derogative names at me, like nigger, or chief, or half-breed, or nigger chink, or other things that I've been called throughout life. Hey, wetback. Hey, gook. Hey, are you Tiger Woods? Yeah, I thought I did. Hey, are you Ernie Reyes Jr.? Yeah, like I would really be living here in Charlottesville if I was Ernie Reyes Jr. Yeah, that's a concept. I'm gonna give a nice warm California for cold ass Virginia. No. Maybe for Florida, but definitely not for Virginia. Unless I can have a studio that like pumps out megawatts of heat all the time. Anyway, moving on. The one thing that all these groups fail to realize is we're all human. We all bleed red, most of us. And the fact that, you can't change the skin you're in. And yet, we can't get along because of that. You have no other reason to hate me than the fact that I'm kind of yellow, or that I'm brown, or I'm pasty pale white, and we can't find one common ground. Oh, well, here's the common ground. None of us want to smell bad. We all want our vaginas clean. We all want our assholes clean because those are really the most important parts of your body. You can get a little deodorant, but your nether regions have to be the cleanest thing on your body. Alright? But no. We want to walk around with guns and call people derogatory names that hurt their feelings because it's something that they can't change. And why do we do that? Because every last person on the planet has to have something to hate someone else for instead of trying to acknowledge it. And basically what it is that if you're a black person, you hate white people, it's because one white person done something to you, and so you're going to blame every white person for it. And then there's slavery, you're going to throw that shit back in their face when half of them, it's not their fault that their ancestors were slaves or slave owners. And then if you're a white person, you're hating black people, it's because you were raised that way, or one black person done something to you, so you hate all black people. It's the same thing for any ethnicity. If one person from another race has done something to you, then you hate all those motherfuckers. No excuse. Even if you meet the nicest Asian or white man ever, and you just want to hate those motherfuckers because of one person's actions have fucked you in your train of thought for the rest of your fucking life. Well, not all Asian people are bad. Not all Asian people are good. Not all black people are bad. Not all black people are good. Not all white people are bad. Not all white people are good. So what the fuck is the problem? If we weed out the bad people from these groups can probably have a peaceful coalition of talking and getting their shit straight. Now, this video is going to go on a little longer, so I'm probably going to have to make a second part to this. Oh, fuck it, I'll just keep going. This will probably be the longest video I make today. The thing with hatred towards others and hatred toward ourselves is that it's homegrown. And America is the only country in the world that has the most racist people in it. Now, I can't really say that I've been to China or Japan or anywhere outside of Canada because I've been to Canada and I've been treated fairly well up there. You know, in Canada, they also know that what affects us down here will affect them eventually. But the thing about Canada, you know, a lot of people have no fucking idea what my race is, so they have no need to treat me wrongly. I have been treated well by people from Trinidad when I was in Canada. They're the ones who also instilled my problem with Africa not liking black people because I didn't know that Africa did not like anybody outside of Africa, outside of the 3 kids in high school that taught me, and the 3 kids in college that taught me. Because I call it, because one kid in high school from Africa, he liked me. He didn't say that there would be a problem with black people, because he probably didn't think I was black. But the other 2 kids that was in high school with me from Africa straight up said that I would die if I ever went to Africa because they would kill me because of the color of my skin. Alright, cool. You guys are probably ancestors of the descendants of the motherfuckers that descended my people over here in the first fucking place. Alright, now we have the 3 I met in college. We're 4 I met in college technically. 2 that went to college. 1 worked with me and 1 helped me with fucking a couple of films. No, 3 actually, because 2 of them worked with me. 1 worked with me on a film, and he was cool. Lewis, how you doing? Yoko, how you doing? And Tubu. Those 3 guys from Africa, they liked me. Now, the 2 in the digital media lab that didn't like me, 1 girl and 1 guy, they couldn't stand my ass, and they straight told me the only reason we're helping you is because we like Bruce Johnson. And as long as you're working on a project with Bruce, we're going to help you. But the second that you're not working on a project with Bruce, we don't want nothing to do with you. No matter who in the DML, whether it was Gemma or Will, tell them to help me. They really didn't want to help me. They couldn't stand me. And I'm not going to say their names. I'm not going to oust people who hate me. I should, but I'm not because I don't want to ruin their lives or their job. But as far as endorsing the people who gave a damn about me, Amarai, Yoko, Tubu, and Lewis, those 4 Africans from Africa were okay. Now, like I said, in Canada with the Trinidad Tobago basketball team in wheelchairs, they straight up told me, it was like, you know, Africans are a funky bunch. They only really like you if you're actually from Africa. And I was like, but you guys have the African and Jamaican accent. And it's like, motherfucker, we're from Trinidad and Tobago, which is somewhere in the Bahamas. I don't know exactly where that is geologically. But it's like, the truth be told, Africans just don't like people who's not from Africa. And that's what they told me. And I was like, you know, I had other people tell me that. And I refused to believe it until the basketball team told me in Canada. Now, switching gears back to Canada, there's a little Asian security guard that works there. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know what I am because I am part Native American and I have more Native American facial features than I do black features. So they have no idea what I am. So she's like, yeah, you're a pretty handsome young man. You're going to have a lot of fun up here. And she treats me like she's my mom whenever I come to the Atobi Choke Gym. Thank you, Atobi Choke Gym, for having us. I wish you guys would like really continue the tradition of having the wheelchair tournament up there in the summertime because Canada's fucking awesome. Anyway, there's a strand of Asian stores and restaurants not too far from the Atobi Choke Gym. And I got a free moose. I can't find it, but I do have a free moose. It's a little small moose. They gave it to me. The one I had paid for, the head popped off, so they gave me another one, and they let me keep the other one, and I lost the damn thing. I lost the one that the head popped off, I'm sure. But, you know, they treated me fucking awesome. I'm pretty sure they probably either thought I was half Korean or completely Native American, because I think First Nations people get pretty good treatment up there. I don't really know because I haven't been to any of their tribes. I'd like to go. I don't have any money, so that's pretty much not an option. But, you know, I haven't had one bad day in Canada. Not one. Now, I had worse days here in America, in my own country, from racist, than I have had anywhere else. Now, when I talk to Asians in Canada, I fit right in. When I talk to blacks in Canada, I fit right in. When I talk to whites in Canada, I fit right in. In fact, the only problem I ever had in Canada is watching other Canadians fight when it was regular Canadians versus French Canadians. I'm still not up to speed on what the fuck's that about. I guess they want their national language to be French, while other Canadians want their language to just be American English or whatever the hell it is they speak. And there was a lot of French swearing, but other than that, and they asked me like, "Yo, so French Canadian, regular Canadian?" I was like, "Dude, I'm from America. You guys keep that word to yourselves. I have my own problems with dealing with racism, but to have like white people fighting white people over such something as small as you should speak French instead of speaking English kind of fucked me up a little bit because white people down here they don't fight over that shit. They fight over we don't like you because your ass is technically a nigger. That's pretty much it. Now, not to say that about all white people, because I got some great white friends. I got white friends that have gone to bat for my ass when none of my black friends would. So, you know, it's really all about how well you get to know a person. One bad apple does not fuck everyone over, you know. But in society, a lot of us feel that way because you have one bad experience with a white person, so now you hate white people and you should be slapped twice. And same thing with white people. You have one bad experience with black people, and that's probably be the same black person that you're fucking treating like shit that will save your life, you know. Because one black person fucked you up, you hate all black people. Well, one person of color. You may have had a bad experience with an Asian dude. You might have whooped your ass, but you might have been trying to do something to him to make him whoop your ass. And I said this before, and I'll say this 1,000 times more. No one, except me, no one is willing to outwardly admit when they have wronged someone. No one. I've tried to make amends with people that I've wronged. No one's reached out to try to make amends with me that have wronged me. And some of the ones that have, some things you do to people are unattainable for forgiveness, including some of the things I've done to people that are just unfucking forgivable. And I understand that. And in the end, the only person that really has to forgive me is God. So, or whoever you believe in, for you non-religious type that are watching, you know, you can't push religion down anyone's throat. You can't push your beliefs on anyone. But what you can do is try to reach a mutual understanding. And that's what the problem is with these alt-right people, black and white lives matter, or whatever group whose lives matter. All lives fucking matter. I was in the military. There's no racism in the military. There might be some sexism. There might be a bunch of rapes under the table or whatever. But as far as when you're out there in that fucking field and you're worried about the transgender guy who's Chinese next to you, who's looking like a chick, that you know, can shoot the wings off a fly 300 yards where you can't shoot past 115 feet. That would be me. I want this guy watching my back. Maybe not watching my ass, but watching my back. So that if I'm getting fucked up, I know this motherfucker's gonna level the fucking playing field. You know what I'm saying? You, in the Army, the one thing I learned at boot camp is that, there's only one color, and it's green. And we all rock that same green. Because your job is to make sure that my job is to make sure that we keep each other the fuck alive. That's it. Now, why can't we do that in our own country? Why do we have to have a racist everyone? And I say that because I'm not going to go through we got racist white people, we got racist black people, we got racist Asian people. Yeah, all that shit's true. We have racist everyone. The trick is to understand, why are you a racist? Why? Have you ever looked yourself in the mirror and asked yourselves, why am I a racist? Really? Because you lack cultural intelligence. I'll make a video about that right now. Cultural intelligence.